The world outside my apartment window was just beginning to shift from midnight blue to a tentative milky gold that only happens at sunrise. I stood there, coffee in hand, still in my wrinkled work shirt, watching the city slowly blink awake. My mind raced through the day ahead. Emails, deadlines, maybe a lunch at my desk if I was lucky. I felt the familiar tension in my shoulders, knowing I was about to trade the best hours of my life for a paycheck that never quite stretched far enough. The air was cool, but the pressure was suffocating. For years, that was my normal. Waking up before sunrise, pouring coffee down my throat, and steeling myself for another day in the office. The real problem wasn't just the money, it was the time. Every hour belonged to someone else. I was living paycheck to paycheck, always one unexpected bill away from disaster. My paychecks came and went with ruthless predictability, like waves erasing footprints from the sand. I remember thinking, on that balcony, that something had to change. But what? I wasn't reckless. I packed my lunch, shopped sales, and still the numbers rarely worked in my favor. The lack of time was the real issue. Every hour was a trade-off for someone else's agenda. I used to wonder if I was doing something wrong. The feeling of urgency loomed constant. I stumbled upon a small source of passive income, a tiny deposit from a cashback app I signed up for months earlier. That little spark planted a seed in my mind about what was possible. Instead of zoning out in front of Netflix, I began reading about investing. I realized I didn't need to be an expert, I just needed to begin. I set up my first automatic transfer, $25 a week, into a broad market ETF. It felt laughable at first. What difference could $25 make? Yet, it was a start, and that was everything. Over time, I automated good habits and tracked my spending for the first time. Even as the world unraveled, I felt a sense of calm in building my system. I embraced the philosophy that slow and steady wins the race. My journey was not about escaping the grind, but building something sustainable. I didn't need flashy shortcuts. I discovered the power of consistent small habits. Eventually, I realized that I didn't need to stay in a job that drained me. The real transformation happened through tiny, consistent actions, shaping every aspect of my life. It's the small things that matter most, and they always have. If you're ready to build your own foundation, remember, it starts with the first step,